Hello everyone, I am back again. Hope you all have subscribed my channel. If not, kindly subscribe it and click on the bell icon so that you can get notification when I upload my videos. Today I am going to explain in brief about the importance of p-value in research and data analysis. The full form of p-value is probability value. It is a number lying between 0 and 1. Now what is p-value? P-value, it is the probability that the test result takes a value equal to or more extreme than the value actually observed under the assumption that the null hypothesis is true. Test result, it means the result which you obtain after applying the appropriate test that best suits the given data and matches the variables and effects that being studied or tested. Also remember that p-value doesn't tell us whether the null hypothesis is true or false. It only tells us how likely p-value would be to obtain the particular result from the given sample data if the null hypothesis were true. Now, how to interpret the p-value? It is very important. A small p-value generally less than equal to 0.05 indicates that null hypothesis is rejected and alternative hypothesis is accepted, which means that the result is statistically significant. A large p-value greater than 0.05 indicates that null hypothesis is accepted and alternative hypothesis is rejected, which means that data and the result is not statistically significant. For example, suppose there are two groups, suppose there are two socio-economic groups, high socio-economic group and low socio-economic group, and we want to check whether there is a significant difference in the mean values of birth weight between these two socio-economic groups. Suppose in this, so first you have to set up the null hypothesis. What would be the null hypothesis? The null hypothesis would be there is no significant difference in the mean values of birth weight between two socio-economic groups. And what would be the alternative hypothesis? There is a significant difference in the mean values of birth weight between two socio-economic groups. So how to define the null hypothesis and alternative hypothesis, that I have already explained in my previous videos. If you have not watched it, kindly watch it. I have provided the link in the description below. So if in this example, if the p-value is coming to be equal to, suppose it is coming to be equal to 0.03, it means there is 3% probability or chance that the data support the null hypothesis. This means that there is a weak evidence supporting the null hypothesis and a strong evidence supporting the alternative hypothesis, leading to the conclusion that there is a significant difference in the mean values of birth weight between two socio-economic groups. That means, in other words, we can say there is 3% chance or probability that the result being random or might have occurred by chance, leading to the conclusion that there is a strong evidence supporting the alternative hypothesis. Suppose if p-value is coming to be equal to 0.863, it means there is 86.3% chance or probability that the data support the null hypothesis. That means this is a strong evidence supporting the null hypothesis and weak evidence supporting the alternative hypothesis, leading to the conclusion that there is no significant difference in the mean values of birth weight between two socio-economic groups. In other words, we can say that there is 86.3% chance that the result being random or might have occurred by chance, leading to the conclusion that there is strong evidence supporting the null hypothesis. That means p-value is just a piece of evidence, not a definitive proof. That means p-value is just a piece of evidence, not clearly defined proof or not clearly formulated proof. Generally, researchers always use statistical software to calculate test result, p-value and so on, as they have colossal or large data. So it is impossible for them to calculate manually, which would be time consuming and tedious. So they have to interpret the result properly after getting the result by using the statistical software, so that their information get published to let the people know what they found. But for graduate and postgraduate students, for the routine exam, not only the conclusion part is important, but they have to know how to calculate test result, p-value and so on manually. So I'll be coming in the next video how to calculate p-value, test result, etc. manually with numerical examples. So the video, it would be little bit lengthy, as I will be trying to explain step by step. That's all for today. Have a nice day. Thank you. Bye bye.